And now on SBC2, it's Baggy Pants and the Nitwits, a documentary all about Boris Johnson and his cabinet, which would have been very funny about 5 years ago, or if anyone had ever heard of the genuine TV show Baggy Pants and the Nitwits apart from me. Anyway, on SBC1 now, it's Richard Nally's Craven Newsround, don't you know it? That scary man with the nose again, didn't it? Yeah, shush, just pretend to talk. Here we go. Hello, welcome to Richard Nally's Craven Newsround. It's Tuesday, the 7th of April, 2026. We hope you had a good Easter weekend, don't we, Ali? Yes, we really do. The sun is shining on our faces again as usual. It's an afternoon record. And yeah, did you have a nice Easter, Ali? I don't think it's the time to discuss that kind of thing, is it? No, you're right. I will say that I'm cheeky. Woohoo! I'm winking at it. Oh no, that's my hair again. Here it is. Is it that it? Yeah, there I was winking at it. And my hair's gone up. Put it down. Also sitting it, daughter. Don't put your eggs in a basket, daughter. Don't do any more songs. No one likes the songs. Everyone loves the songs, Rich. They don't. As a scientist went to the moon in a great big balloon. Didn't we do that one before? Maybe. Icarus, you're ridiculous. You're ridiculous, but we love you. Flying to the sun in your homemade wings. We can see your bum up your homemade. What do you call the thing that Romans wore? Skirts? No, they wore togas. Your togas. Yeah, so I couldn't think of the word. It was togas. It took me a little while. Anyway, no more songs today because it's a very serious news round, isn't it, Rich? Yes, I didn't really want to do one today, no. But, what else are we going to do? It's my wedding anniversary today, actually. Is it 14 years I've been married to my wife today? 14 years, almost to the minute. Why are you doing this rather than taking us somewhere nice? We've already been out somewhere. We're going to go out again tonight, probably, yeah. We'll see. In 14 years of marriage, you can do what you like. Did you give the daughter a gift? No, and she's not bought me one. And that is 14 years of marriage, my fine friends. 14 years, imagine being with someone that long. Well, you and I have been together longer than that. Me and Chris Evans, not that one, have been together a bit longer than that, not much longer. Well, it's actually 18 years me and my wife have been together. All right. But yeah, it's very hard to keep a relationship going that long. I've been very lucky to have, I decided to send a message out to Katie. Do you think she's watching this? I think she probably watches. Do you think she watches it? I think does she ever mention watching it to you? She's never mentioned watching it, but I think, she loves me and is interested in everything you do. Yeah. And I mean, the good thing about this, if you're out here in your little house filming this, yeah, you're not getting into any trouble, are you? She knows. It's like probably the most powerful sexual repellent known to man. What, doing this, yeah. Apart from for me, ladies, hello. You're welcome to sit on it anytime you like. Just email in if you want to sit on it, and I'll get in touch. DM me. I'm on Twitter. He is on Twitter still, actually. I'm not. Well, I'm on there, but I didn't want anyone to take the things. I'm still actively there, but I don't ever go there. That I'm still on it, ladies. Do you want to DM me, Ali Sloper? What's your handle? I don't fucking know. Just look it up. If you want to come sit on it, this is a children's news round. It's not a chance for you to get depraved women. I mean, no women watch this apart from Katie watches every week, every day. But B, it's not. John Craven wasn't going, oh, by the way, ladies, here's my phone number. There's a phone on the desk. Give me a ring. What's he? Well, I know John Craven. Richard, I can do what I like. The BBC going to do? Sack me? They're going to send a massive space orb to shine in your face, to shine a light on your crimes. I am guilty of nothing but being a good puppet. What are we saying anyway? Yeah, I don't think she. Oh, yeah, no, she does. Of course, she's very interested in my career, and she thinks I'm the funniest man in the world. Did she find all your jokes funny? You know, after a while, when you've known me for a while, yeah. Like, is that more than 5 minutes? When you know me for a while, my jokes can start to get annoying. So if I've known you for 5 minutes, yeah. Look, I've been sitting in a fucking shed doing a TV show with a fucking 134-year-old puppet. You're not satisfied, YouTube? Is that not enough for you, YouTube commentators? Is that not humiliating enough that you have to then add something at the bottom, say this isn't any good? He's sad. I like Stuart Lee because I like comedy that explains itself, and because I'm into mainstream stuff rather than, you know, weird and wonderful imaginative comedy. Is that what this is? Yeah, okay. This is this. If you like comedy, you would like this, wouldn't you? Yeah, if you like experimental comedy, you'd like this. The fact you don't like this proves that you don't like experimental comedy. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Could it be that it's just shit? Could it be? Isn't it enough? Trolls, the Richard Herring. Don't you join them? I agree with you. I think he's useless. Isn't it enough that this is what his life has become? He used to be on the TV, and now look at him. This is his wedding under the tree. Don't laugh at me. I am not laughing at you. I can hear you laughing. That's you laughing. It's hard to tell sometimes. This is his wedding anniversary. He's finally found a woman stupid enough to stick with him for this long. 18 years, poor woman. And he's not even celebrating that he's here with you because he'd rather be with a bunch of nerds attempting to make up something funny that clearly isn't funny. Wait till you see the story he's chosen. Anyway, look, we did feel we had to come, and maybe this could be the last ever Newsround because there's some big, big news stories out there, aren't there, Ali? There certainly are today, and I think we found the daddy of all the news stories. You won't see this covered properly in the lamestream media because they just want to keep people on. And actually, this is quite relevant to my marriage, this one. Here it is. This is the story. Do men or women have worse farts? Science has the answer. This is the Washington Post. Washington Post, rather than saying, you know, should we be questioning the prime minister? I've got confused. The president of the United States, his mental state, and worrying about him possibly blowing up Iran. Should we be covering that, or should we cover an old story from the 1970s about whether men or women's farts smell the worst? I hope this will settle an old age question. Yeah, and it's nice to see that a scientist dedicated their life to this. I presume the scientist was married. Yeah, it's a man who did this study. Yeah, of course it was. And I bet his wife was going, oh, let's find out his name. Michael Levitt. Oh, Dr. Michael Levitt, his wife was saying. Yeah, you call him Dr. Michael Levitt? I think she did. Your farts smell really bad. And Dr. Michael Levitt went, I bet yours smell worse. And she went, no, they don't. And Dr. Michael Levitt went, well, let's see about that. Because it's finally got an answer. He was a gastroenterologist who worked in Minneapolis Veterans Affairs Hospital in 1978. Hang on the news, aren't you? You're reading the news. Well, this is from an excerpt from You've Been Pooping All Wrong by Trisha Pashrichi. Richer, I beg your pardon. Do you get it right? It's very important. He became known as the King of Farts to his colleagues. Yeah. Did somebody say Pashricha? That will get it wrong. That's embarrassing. We're talking about farts. I've got a coffee. I've got to bring my water out as well. We're screwed. It's like a weekend of not doing this, and suddenly the voice can't take it anymore. Excuse me if that's annoying to you at home. He was up to the status of flatus. It's full of jokes here. Not worried about what's going on in the world. The Washington Post. Nor are we, Rich. You know, we're covering the big stories. We've got the sun in our face. They're trying to stop us. The sun in our face. Can't even see your face, Elliot. Maybe for the best. Look, ladies, you know, I look young. You do look younger with the sun blotting out all your imperfections. Yeah. Anyway, it was one particular study that put the gender debate to rest. He invited 60. Is this going to read the whole article? I think it's important that our children know what's going on. You may have seen this on the Grown Up News. Levitt invented 16 healthy men and women to consume items that boost gas production. Is this his job? This is like the guys who who examined the penis to find out the bit on the end was the most sensitive bit. You know, they like to take a subject, try and eke it out for as long as they can. They still get paid, and people are interested in it. He made them eat pinto beans and a synthetic sugar called lactulose. You're just going to read out the article. I am. We're just easing our way back into this, and 16 healthy men, 16 healthy women. Then he inserted a rectal tube into them and made a gas-tight seal with their derrieres. The tube was connected to a, did somebody say tube? That like a penis. Yeah, that's tube is a penis. The tube was connected to a gas impermeable bag, and after farting, its contents were subsequently evaluated by chromatography. Yeah, try and say the words right. The flatus collected in these bags was then sniffed and rated by 2 independent judges on a linear scale where 0 was no odor and 8 was very offensive. I mean, look, that's 2 people making a decision. Like, you know, if you put a bag of my farts on my nose, I would say that is the best smell I've ever smelt. But if you put a bag of someone else's farts, you know, I wouldn't like it. Your own are okay, aren't they? In 2009, Popular Magazine ranked Levitt's flatus odor judge as the worst job in science. So someone had to stick their nose into 16 bags or 32 bags of flatus. So this is if you're wondering, we'll get, yeah, holding on. Which is it? They're not women. I'm holding on like the Washington Post. I'm getting engagement farming here. People can't wait to find out, will it be men or will it be women I know what you think it's going to be, but will you be right? Who's going to have the worst farts, me or my wife, on my wedding anniversary day? This could be, if she watches this could be the thing that makes sure I don't get to a 15th wedding anniversary. 14 long years. I've been married to my wife for 134 years, which I know we should get her on at some point. She doesn't come on. There I am. Look, you can see me now. So the study found that women had a much greater odor intensity than men. It's been proven, girls. Leave us alone. Stop complaining. It also found that men produced a larger volume of gas, Batut, roughly half a cup's worth. Don't you measure farts in cups? I don't know, with cup because it's a gas. No, you don't measure it you don't measure like, oh, how much air is here? Oh, it's a full cup's worth there. Don't know how you do it with a cup. It's a gas. It floats out of the cup. Do a more effective way of measuring gas, please, science. And Livet argues that because flatus' ability to stimulate the nose is more dependent on volume than on concentration, these differences between the sexes balanced out in real life. So what you're saying is actually men's farts do smell worse because there's more of it. It's a tie, it says in the end. That was it. So like women smell worse in small quantities, but because there's more men's farts, they smell as bad. Women have perfected the slow and steady release of flatus that effectively dampens the sound. That's how you don't have to hear them fart. Well, not never. Which some men, particularly their teenage years, choose not to exercise. And I haven't farted once during this whole news round. Yeah, I can't understand why people would think you're not as good as Stuart Leaderich. I can't understand it. I can't understand why they wouldn't think that. Still, in certain situations, no matter your skills in this regard, we're helpless. We're all gassy on a plane. Sometimes it's you, sometimes it's a neighbour. Before you judge anyone, we'll remember the ideal gas law. PV equals nRT. You're literally going to read all of this out. I don't think I'm going to read all of it out. So the answer is, it's the same. So we saved you reading the article. I don't think they're going to read it anyway. You might think there were bigger news stories today than that, but I do not think there were. That's the burning question. If you're burning those thoughts, be careful. You could singe your eyebrows. Half a cup. Do you think you do half a cup? Well, it should, yeah, probably do half a cup. Only little, aren't I? I do half a little cup. I do half the then she look a Stanley size cup. Well, look, that was all I wanted to say today. I'll put a link into Baggy Pants and Nitwits in the blurb so you can see it for yourself if you don't believe it existed. Baggy Pants is like a Charlie Chaplin-esque bunny, I believe, and the Nitwits are just an old man with a younger wife who's, I can't really remember much about it. It's the Baggy Pants and the Nitwits. How do you think the the theme tune went to Baggy Pants, and then it's like, I remember it clearly, Richard. Here's a rabbit, looks like Charlie Chaplin. He's wearing trousers that are a slapping. You'd think you would call him something cleverer than Baggy Pants, 'cause he's a rabbit, and that's all the thanks you would get. We can't be fucking asked to come up with a better name, so we're calling him Baggy Pants. And there's an article too, they're fucking stupid, so we're calling them nitwits, which is the rudest thing we can say in 1977 TV. It's Baggy Pants and the fucking nitwits. You're the fucking nitwits, so watching this, it's a load of shit. It's highly copied off, plagiarized from the work of Charlie Chaplin, and probably a sitcom from the 1960s. I expect that the other two are based on, I don't know. Do look out for it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the alternative song to Baggy Pants and the Nitwits. It was not as good as the real one. I'm going to go now and celebrate my love with my beautiful puppet, Ali Sloper. He's been with me. We've been together now for, don't you sing, we've been together now for 40 years. And it don't seem the day too much. And every time I look in the window, I think that's a rabbit short of the hutch. Why, that doesn't make sense. I think this is getting a bit too much. How long have we been going on for? 16 minutes, 28 seconds. Fucking hell. Do apologise. Hope you've enjoyed the show. We're going to go now. Time to leave. Yes, we'll pretend to talk. Yeah. We'll do that and then go on. Do this.